What's going on, folks? It's Ontarian here, the passive income guru. Let me do something here before I begin. Let me check my audio here and make sure everything is sounding great. So give me 1 second. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So bear with me just for a second. 1 moment. All right. So 1 second, folks. 1 second. And if you can hear me loud and clear, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That way I can go ahead and get started. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I can hear. All right. Welcome to this video, folks. Today we're doing a update video today on trading, my trading progress and what I'm actually doing, what trade I'm in. I'm actually in a live trade right now with Euro JPY, as you can see here. Let me kind of shorten this a little bit. Okay, so right now we're on the 4-hour chart. That means each candle that you see, and I just got another sell signal here for another pair. Each signal you see here, I'm sorry, not signal. Each candle you see here is 4 hours apiece, okay? So as you can see from this chart, I drew a trend line. UJ has been trending up. Now, these other yellow lines that you see right here, all right, these are support and resistance. Okay, so we have some resistance up here and support down here. And I took this trade a little bit earlier. Bear with me 1 second, folks. I took this trade a little bit earlier than usual. I like to look at the outlook on the 4-hour chart. Then I like to drop down to the 30-minute chart and take my entry. And the chart you're looking at and all, everything that you see here at the bottom in these, this is 62, this long line right here that's red is turning green and red. That's a 62 BMA or big moving average. This little line right here is a 13 SMA, which is a small moving average. So what I was waiting for on this particular pair was for price to close, which it did. Okay, you see the time started over here. I was waiting for price to close below the 13, which is usually when I enter. Okay, so I did enter before this time, and let me tell you why I did that. Okay, the reason I entered before the usual time that I usually enter is because of the resistance that I see up here. Price basically has respected this zone right here. Okay, so let me just kind of give you a better view here. Price has respected these zones. So you got a zone here, there's a zone here, and a zone here. Okay, what I mean by it has respected this zone is basically if price was going to break out of this zone where I have this line, it would have done so. Now, not saying that it hasn't before, but usually if price hits up here 2 or 3 touches and reverses, then it's a strong resistance. Okay, it's a strong resistance, and probably price is going to go ahead and continue down. Okay, that's why I placed the trade. Now, if I go back over to the 4-hour, again, we see that the market has been trending up for UJ on the 4-hour chart, and now it's hit a resistance point, and pretty much I sold the market. Okay, so now we're waiting on the market to come down. Again, it has closed below where I usually enter. Okay, now what I'm really waiting for, and I know once this happens, price is really going, the market or this pair is really going to run. I'm waiting for price to break this 62 right here, okay, which I think it will. If I go to the 2-hour chart, you see that we have some overbought here. I'm sorry, overbought right here, as well as the 1 hour. We're still up here, the pink. I'm looking at the pink here. And then if I go to the 3-hour, we have it's kind of up there as well. And then if I go to the 4-hour, we have it up here as well. So these are the parameters I like to take before I take a trade. So right now I'm down about $6 and some change right now. I'm looking over at my other screen. I also use the Agimat, okay? This is the wave tech indicator right here. The Agimat, I use both of them in conjunction because the Agimat tells me when there's going to be reversals or retracements in the market. And then what happens is when I see that it's going to be a reversal or it's coming, I go over here to the wave tech and I look at, you know, first I look at the 4-hour, I look at the trend, okay, and I see, okay, is it overbought, is it oversold, and then I drop down to the 30, and you know, I make my entries, okay. Usually at the least I'll go down to the 15-minute and make an entry, okay. I'll make an entry. So as you can see here, price bounced off this 62. This is a strong moving average, folks. Price loves to play off of this big moving average right here. So once you, I mean, you know, once you play around with this indicator, you will see that. But once price goes below or above, it tends to stay that way. So I'm just being patient. You know, that's what trading is all about, is being patient. I've already, you know, won one trade today. I took a Euro USD trade earlier. Actually, let me see where that's at right now. Curious. Okay, so it's respecting this 62 right here. If you don't know yet, Euro USD and USD JPY work in synergistic with each other. They work in if for example, we know that UJ is going down, and in the opposite direction, Euro USD will eventually go up. So if you're going to trade USD JPY, you want to also look at Euro USD as well. Okay, so we're going to hold this trade because on my Agimat, when I go to the higher time frames, like the hour chart, it's already told me to sell on the Agimat on the hour chart, and then on the 4-hour chart on the Agimat, I don't have any signal. So I'm just waiting for price to continue down. And let's see here. Let me do something else. Again, we have some strong resistance right here. This is the reason I sold UJ. So hopefully it continues down. Now I want to talk a little bit about risk management. So let me get my little tool here. Okay, so risk management, folks, when it comes to trading, is very, very important. If you practice risk management in Forex, you will do well. If you don't, you will lose out on everything. Okay, so you have to be careful. I don't claim to win every trade. I don't win every trade, but risk management will save you. Okay, in the Forex trading industry, we're told to risk 1% of your account. Okay. And the standard here, if you're going to risk 1% of your account per trade, the standard usually is a 20 pip stop loss. Okay. Now, every trader is different. This may be different for you, but this is what I've used. Okay. So traditionally, 1% risk of your account, 20 pip stop loss. Okay. Now, if you're using the wave tech, folks, we teach a different way. Okay. Our strategy is different. If you're using the wave tech indicator, you're going to like this because you're able to risk more. How is that? Well, we tell you to go ahead and risk 2% of your account with a 10 pip. Let me get another color here. A 10 pip stop loss. Okay. So if you're going to use the wave tech, then we recommend doing a 2% per trade on your account, risk 2%, 10 pip stop loss. You're going to gain more, of course, because of the percentage that you're risking, but you have a very tight stop loss. Okay. And the way we show you on how to use the wave tech, we have training videos on how to use this and proper entries. And actually, basically, the wave tech is going to help you with the best possible entries, because what we show in this particular tool is we show you the exhaustion points of the market. Okay. So we show you where the market is pretty much exhausted. And then we show you how to take the best probable trades. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Okay. So if you're risking 2%, 10 pip stop loss, you have a better chance of getting a better gain. Now, here is a calculator here to give you an example. Okay, so say you have a $500 account balance, you risk 2%, your stop loss is 10, and say your pip profit is 10. Okay, if I hit calculate, all right, so it's going to suggest that you use 0.10 of your lot. That's 2% of your account. This is the lot size. When you earn the 10 pips in profit, you're going to get $10 profit. If you lose $10, you're going to lose $10. Okay, not a big deal out of 500, right? If you gain, you're going to gain 510. Okay, now I just put this for 10 pips in profit. Let's say you gain 20 pips or even 30 pips. Okay, you still have the same stop loss, but you gain $30. You've only lost $10 if you lose. You see, so that's in conjunction with using the wave tech, which I highly recommend. Okay. Now, moving forward, I want to show you the last piece of this title. What you see is turning $100 into $200,000 in a year. I posted this on my Facebook. Actually, how long ago was that? That was 48 minutes ago, folks. Okay. 48 minutes ago, I posted this. So it says here, in Forex, you can take $100 and make $200 in 12 months. That's the art of compounding. Okay. The big question is here, are you patient enough to follow this method? Okay. So if you have a starting balance, now this is talking about if you're gaining 5%. This is talking if you're gaining roughly 5% a day. Now we all know we don't live in a perfect world. You're not going to gain 5% every day. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. But if you practice proper risk management, you will win in the end. You know, my goal personally has been 1%, but there's been days where I've gained 5%, I've gained 7%, 8%, even 10%. Okay, so it's going to vary. But if you even it all out, I mean, in a year, folks, that is phenomenal. Okay, that is phenomenal. Now, I can't guarantee that. Got to put the disclaimer out there. You know, my results are not typical. Past profits don't guarantee your success. You have to make sure you're educated, folks. If you know nothing about trading, I would first get educated first. Okay, and I have a course, not my course, but I'm affiliated with a course that will teach you how to basically trade. Okay, step by step. Now, if you've been trading and you need a couple of tools that will help you in your accuracy, then I would definitely recommend checking out the Agimat and the Wave Tech. Both of those in conjunction will help you in your trading. Okay. again, it goes back to making sure that you're practicing proper risk management. Okay. Now, let me just give you something hypothetical. All right. So let's just say, remember, 1% a day, folks. And that's, you know what? I'm not going to say that's easy to do in the market, but you have the highest potential to gain 1% a day in the Forex market, okay? If you're educated, if you know what you're doing. Now, I cannot guarantee that, all right? Immediately 1% a day, folks, I can guarantee you right now, there is no bank, no savings account out there that's doing this for your money right now, okay? 1% a day, 1% a day, folks, can do wonders for you in a year. If you do that for a year, okay, can do wonders, all right? So that's what I want to share with you today. What I'm going to do is leave a link below this video, and let's see how our UJ is moving. So we're waiting. We've got about 6, actually, let's see here. Okay, so it did close. It did close. So it's playing now. It's going to be playing off of this 62 here in the 13. So this is a strong area. I'm waiting for price to just shoot down here. So we're just going to hold this trade here and see what it does. Again, I'm really going off of these zones up here. Okay, this zone, all this zone right here, price is respecting, and I'm betting on it to go down because of that particular analysis. Okay. And there's my trend line. If I was going to take profit, if it breaks this, I would take profit right here. Why? Well, because if I go to the 4-hour, you see how price has been playing off this trend line. Several touches here. Boom, boom. Okay. So that's what we're waiting on. All right. So thanks for watching, folks. Again, I'm going to leave a link below to join me in the Forex course, and I'm going to leave a link below for the couple of indicators that I'm using as well, the Wave Tech and the Agimat. And what I'm going to do, if you got any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I will be happy to assist you. Okay, so happy trading. Looking forward to helping you be successful this year in trading. I don't claim to be an expert, folks. Again, I'm still learning the process. I'm still a student, and I'm always willing to learn and to see how I can better my skills. Okay, that's what it's all about. So, thank you for watching. Again, this is Ontarian Hawkins, the Passive Income Guru. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.